Hi everyone, welcome to the Indica Foods channel. I'm Leah and today we'll be making some zucchini pasta and shrimp. Before we move on with this video, I would like to thank everyone who has subscribed in the past weeks. We don't take your subscriptions for granted. We really appreciate them. Thank you so much for the privilege of your subscriptions. Now, if you're coming across this video for the first time, please subscribe, please like, please comment. Let us get into our video. So to make this delicious meal, we'll need some shrimp. This is about 500 grams of shrimp. So to this shrimp, we'll start adding our spices. So we'll go ahead and add some paprika powder. This gives it that nice paprika flavor that brings smokiness to any meal. And after we've added our paprika, we'll go ahead and add our second ingredient at this point, and this is going to be hot pepper. What is a meal without hot pepper? Now, if you can't stand hot pepper, you can leave it out at this point. So we will go ahead and add our third ingredient, and this is the very simple bouillon. This just gives flavor. It could be beef bouillon, it could be chicken bouillon, it could be vegetable bouillon. Then we'll go ahead and add some garlic powder. When I'm marinating shrimp, I don't prefer to add the fresh garlic, but the dry garlic powder is always the best for me. But if you have fresh garlic, then you can also go ahead and use it. We'll go ahead and add some more Tabasco peppers. This came from our garden, and just to give it that unique flavor that Tabasco always brings. So we will add the seeds. Remember that the peppers, the heat is always in the seeds. So if you don't like, your chili to be hot, just remove some of the seeds. That's the solution to the problem. So we'll go ahead and mix to make sure that each shrimp gets coated with our spices, because we want it to be as flavorful as it can be. Now that we've finished this, we'll let it rest for about 15 minutes just on the counter. You can put it in the fridge if you want, but then it has rested for 15 minutes. So to a hot pan, we will add some oil. This has been heating, and then we'll also let the oil heat. Now, depending on how the oil is processed, you can just add the shrimp, but also you can let the oil cook to break down some of, or how what makes up the oil. And once that's done, we'll just go ahead and add our shrimp. So this has been heating for about 5 minutes. It's on medium heat, so we'll just go ahead and add the shrimp. We do not want our meal to splatter, so if you leave it on high heat, then it has the high chances of splattering and you could get burnt. So just leave it on low heat and everything will be fine. Now we'll go ahead and mix this up to make sure that those spices mix well with our shrimp, but also they mix well with the oil and they cook and release all the flavors that they can release. Now at this point, I want to still thank you for watching our video. Thank you so much. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. We really appreciate the privilege of your subscriptions. Now we will let this cool. You can keep turning it if you like, but you can just let one side cook and then turn it to make sure that the other side cooks. So you can see it has started splattering. So imagine if it was on very high heat, we would have a mess around here. So you just use medium heat, to make sure that every flavor breaks down nicely, every flavor is released, and it smells good in here. So that's the advantage of using fresh ingredients when you're cooking. So once again, thank you so much for watching our videos. Thank you so much. We appreciate the privilege of your time. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, and please also ask your loved ones to subscribe. We promise that we'll be giving you content every week as much as we can. So we'll go ahead and give this a good turn. um, you want to make sure that the shrimp cooks, and how I know that the shrimp is cooked is it always changes color. So from gray it becomes a bright orange color, but also if you can cook it for about 10 minutes, or less usually, because you want it to be firm but not very firm. You still want it to have those juices left in. So once it changes color, for me it's always an indicator that the shrimp is ready. So we'll just go ahead and turn it so that nothing burns, nothing sticks to the pot. Every side burns and cooks. We don't want to have undercooked shrimp. We don't want to fall sick. So you just make sure that it cooks through and thoroughly well. So we will just let it also cook the way we left it the first time. So we just turn it and leave it to cook so that both sides also cook and absorb the flavors that everything has to bring. Remember that this is a one pot meal, so I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So we will use one pot for everything. You don't need to wash the pot that you're using because you want all the flavors to be absorbed in all the other ingredients that you will keep adding to the meal. So, once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. We appreciate the privilege of your time. Let us know in the comment sections. Will you be trying this shrimp out, or will you substitute this for another meal? So, this has been cooking for about 8 minutes. You can see that the shrimp is orange, that bright orange color that we've been talking about. It's easy to get confused with the spices that we've added, but you can't miss that bright orange. So this shrimp is ready. We'll just go ahead and put it aside, and we will not wash the pot, but then add all our ingredients to the pot and make sure that everything is ready. So guys, this is about a 15 minutes meal. So it's always a fast meal. If you want, to cook something healthy very fast, this is a great option for you. You can also change the protein. Like I'm using shrimp for the protein, but you can make it fish, you can make it beef, but the time will vary based on the protein that you use for cooking your meal. Now this shrimp is ready. I decided to make it a little bit more crunchy on the top, like, so just let it cook a little more without disturbing it so that it's a little bit crunchy. Now we have removed the shrimp, so we'll go ahead and use the same pot. You don't have to wash it, just add a little oil, not too much oil, a little bit, and then we will again go through the same process. We make sure that this oil cooks because we want it to release all the flavors. We'll go ahead and add some red onions. White onions will also do, but just add onions. You can also add scallions, whatever you have that gives that flavor of onions. Please go ahead and add that. You can also use the onion powder if you don't have the fresh onion. It will still taste great. So we'll go ahead and add some freshly cut bell peppers. These were the orange and red, but you can also add different colors. The brighter the colors, the better the meal will look. So we'll just go ahead and saute this on the pot. So you don't want it to burn, but you also want it to gently release the flavors that both the onions and the bell pepper has to release. So we'll just give it a turn and make sure that it cooks. If you feel like it's burning, you can add a little water, but it's not burning, so I'll not add water. I'll just go ahead and add the fresh garlic. Remember, on the shrimp, we added the dry garlic. So the fresh garlic has a unique and complex flavor that I like it when it's a little bit cooked more. So we will just go ahead and again add this to the other ingredients that we added and make sure that it releases all the beautiful flavors. At this point, remember that garlic burns, so you have to reduce the heat or add some water to make sure that they cook nicely and release everything, because this is like a dry meal. We're not going to add any other ingredients, so I'll add some little water, maybe about 4 tablespoons of water. It shouldn't be much because I just want the garlic to cook and release its flavors so that it combines well. So we'll also spice this up. We'll add some bouillon. This is chicken bouillon. And then you could also add other ingredients if you like, hot pepper and all that, but remember that we already spiced the shrimp, so you don't want to make things too hot. Remember that. So I'll just add a little pinch of hot pepper to just flavor up whatever we're cooking. And then we'll just go ahead and give this a great mix. So you see how the water helps us? It helps this cook further. It releases all the ingredients so we can go ahead and build our flavor profile, because on this channel we're into flavor profile building. You can have a very lovely meal at your home. You don't have to go to a restaurant to do this. There's joy when you cook your own food. So now that this is cooking, we'll start preparing our next ingredients, which are just simple cherry tomatoes. You can add any type of tomatoes. I prefer the cherry tomatoes because, one, I didn't have to cut them, but then just slightly sauteing them also just brings uniqueness to the zucchini pasta that we were making. So I'll just go ahead and give this a turn to make sure that it doesn't burn. You can also make them brown if you want, but I think this is good for me. So we'll just go ahead and add the cherry tomatoes. These are red, but there are different types of cherry tomatoes in color. If you want it to be more vibrant, you add more colors. So once again, thank you so much for watching our video. Thank you for the privilege of your time. We really appreciate it. Please leave us a comment, please like, please share, and please subscribe. So now the whole aim is we want to saute these cherry tomatoes, but we don't want them to break apart. So we just have to be careful so that they also coat in the ingredients that we have just added, and make sure that they taste nice. So I'll just saute it and let it cook for a few minutes, about 5 minutes, because we don't want them to overcook. And then we'll go ahead and add our pasta. So zucchini is a vegetable. Now, if you want to eat less carbs, this is a great option. These were bought frozen. I just washed them. I didn't cut them myself. So we'll just add the zucchini. And then this is the green zucchini, not the yellow zucchini. So we will just add them and let them absorb. This is a very quick meal to cook. So we'll just mix them up. So we want the zucchini to get coated in all the ingredients that have been uh, building up, that we have been working with at this point. And we really appreciate the zucchini getting coated, each thread getting coated in the ingredients that we have added. So at this point you can feel free to make the heat high. So zucchini has some water, so we'll not just be working with dry ingredients only, but I think also medium heat is still fine. So we'll just keep turning it so that it absorbs the flavors, and then the meal will be ready. Once again, thank you so much for watching our video. Thank you for the privilege of your time. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, and also please follow us on Instagram at Choma Jesus Leah. And also on TikTok, it's at indica.foods. We post our videos there. We really appreciate the privilege of your subscriptions and the privilege of your time. So you've noticed we've not added water because, again, I mentioned it that the zucchini is not a dry ingredient, so it will produce some type of water from itself. So that's what we need. We need it to not burn but cook, and also absorb every ingredient that we added before we added the zucchini. So at this point, it has been cooking for about 5 minutes. So all I've just been doing is turning it around to make sure that, each zucchini thread absorbs our flavors, but there's nothing much to do. I wouldn't advise you to add water because it will be soggy. So now after 5 minutes of cooking, we'll go ahead and add the shrimp that we made earlier. So that's why I was saying that you have to think about, all those ingredients that you add, because in the end you have to combine it, and you don't want one ingredient to overpower the other because you put generous amounts during the different times of cooking. So we'll just go ahead and mix this, guys. This is fresh. This smells lovely. The garlic has done its wonders. So we'll just also let the zucchini absorb some of the flavors from the shrimp. But at this point, our meal is ready. We should start preparing to plate it and enjoy it. Once again, thank you so much for watching our video. Thank you so much for the privilege of your time. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, and please share. Please follow us on our other social media platforms. We really appreciate the privilege of your time and the privilege of your subscription. Now, if there's something we've cooked today that you're like, that's not how I would make it, please let us know in the comment section. Let us know how you do it. Will you be trying out this recipe? Will you be changing things around? Will you be adding more brighter tomatoes? Just let us know what you will be changing in the comment section, and also provide us feedback. We're all here to learn, we're all here to enjoy life. So let us know what you think. Now, this is ready. It has been cooking for about 2 minutes, just absorbing the flavors, but the zucchini is ready and everything is ready. So we'll just go ahead and plate this out. So coming to reflect about it, I think next time I'll just buy a fresh zucchini, not frozen one, and I'll use that because it adds to the crispness. But other than that, the meal is great. It tastes great. It looks great. Remember, if something looks great, you also want it to taste great. So we'll just go ahead and make a sub plate of it, because of course I can't eat all of it at once, but just, sub plate it, and you can take a look and see the outcome. So let us know in the comment section. Will you be trying this out? Will you be using different ingredients? Will you be using fresh garlic in your shrimp? Or how do you like it cooked? Let us know in the comment section. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the privilege of your time. We really appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe, and please comment. Now, this is the one portion for me. It looks great too. I decided to separate out the cherry tomatoes and the zucchini and the shrimp, but everything tastes nice. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate the privilege of your time. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. We appreciate your time. Let us know in the comment section, will you be trying this out? Have a lovely week ahead. Thank you.